Hello, YouTube. I am Lachey, and hope everyone is having a great Friday. I know I am. Anyway, I'm here to today's topic is on families. And yes, I'm holding a book that I wish I had for my deaf viewers, but that's okay, I got it. Anyway, I do have the book, and I wanted to go over it, and I will go over that in a little bit. But right now, I'm going to first go over, let me see what time it is, to make sure I don't lose my track of time. Okay, so right now it is such and such time, and we're going to go from there. Today's about family. That's the topic for today. And I pray that everyone get a good message from it today. So let's say a prayer before I begin. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, as we forgive us our debt. As we forgive us our debt toward. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory is forever. Forever. Woo. Lord, oh Lord, please be with us. Those watching my video, that they receive a beautiful message and a blessing to the grace of God. In the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. God bless and amen. Woo! Woo! Anyway, today is the last day of this week about the family, and my overall is about the topic of family. And 1 Timothy is one of our scriptures that we're doing. 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 8. But if any provide not for his own, especially for those of his own, how he have denied the faith and is worse than an imbecile. And I guess what they're saying is about that is if he's supporting someone more than his own children and family, if you're not worth of the faith. But I'm not going to go over this scripture. I'm just pointing out a fish. I have something related to it, but what is related to beyond me. But anyway, I just want to say that if you really want to see your family to grow and to do things better, you really want to do one big thing, moms and dads. Whether you guys are together or not, you should keep this in mind. Spend time with the entire family. That means your spouse, that means your children. That is including, if you got pets, to spend time with them. Because that's what makes a family beautiful. When we spend time with the family. When we ignore that, what do we expect? Let's use examples. I don't know the actual name of this movie, but it's called the RV type of movie. And they only had a son and a daughter. And when I watched the movie, I thought about it and I said, they didn't want to hang with each other. They didn't want to go. The kids didn't want to go. The parents was making a big thing about, oh, we got to do this as a family, blah, blah. Now, the question I have for you parents, keep this in mind. Don't start doing something huge. And then when you guys do something huge, realizing that y'all don't get along or y'all don't hang together as a family. You gotta start in the household. Whether that means over the dinner table, or that's taking them to the park, hanging out, laughing, giggling, whatever, or going for a walk, or having movie nights. I'm going to use me, for example. My children, when they're with me, my nieces and my foster child, dinner time is my precious moment with the entire family. And I try to get that bond to the T. And when I do, I mean, that's big to me. I don't let anyone destroy that with me. I try to make sure I have that completely. I also do movie nights. We used to do it every Friday night when they were here, when they used to come to me. Every Friday night, we will all get that popcorn and pizza, do something with your entire family to bring the bond. So now when I took him camping, there was no issue. Okay, children, it's time to get together and sit down and eat dinner. They know what that meant. It's that family bonding together around in a circle, and we all sat down and we got together. That's why I said, don't be surprised if you're doing something big and they're like, why, you know. No, you gotta really watch that. Now, my youngest niece, I took her to the family reunion a couple of years ago, and she knows my rules and regulations because I reinforce it. And I make sure that she understands that no matter where and what we do, I want you to make sure you understand that when I say to do something, you're going to follow it. And I told her, just remember to respect every single person as a family, regardless who they are. She got that one down. But the more that you reinforce things, the better you will feel. But you have to practice everything you do. As parents, as moms and dads, encourage your siblings to hang together and do something together. Because sometimes you need to encourage them to spend time together so they'll get used to each other. Because the more you do that, the better they feel. The less you do it, the less they want to deal with that. So that way you won't be no surprise when you do a big event with the family. You won't be so ashamed. My brother and I don't live in the same state. But when we get together, we still hugging each other. We still laughing with each other. We still, still talking. That means because we know the family value. It is very important. Children should not be forgetting family. Friends is not first, it's your family. Shouldn't be all kissing up your friend. It's a different scenario if the family's ignoring that one particular person. And, I can see that. But families, don't be surprised why your kids cut you off or you cutting them off because you two have never spent no time together. You've got to learn how to make it a better thing. Trying to make sure I'm not going over mine. But anyway, I'm just letting you guys know, this is real. This is really real. I also found my scriptures that I wanted to talk about on those other days that I kept saying, I wish I knew where it was in this Bible. But now I found them. And I'm going to go over one. I'm going to go over both of them. Proverbs 22, verse 6. Now, I'm going to go and look at it, and I'm going to read it to you. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So this disciplining thing is very important, moms and dads. Don't wait till it's too late to discipline them. Start doing it now, especially if they're young. But it doesn't mean it's the end of the world that you started doing now and you didn't realize how important that is. But even when they get old, they will remember what you taught them. It says it in the Bible. And then we got 1 Corinthians, which I thought I had that page already, but I guess I must have turned it. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. It's clearly understood to this verse. That's why I said, don't rush these kids to be adults. Because believe me, they are going to shape up when it comes to adult time. They're not going to can't be living a childish life because they know they can. While they're children, they should be living, they're going to live and think as a child is a normal thing. It's a natural thing. Can't change it one way or the other. So just keep in mind, moms and dads, parents, guardians, if you need help in the disciplining world, this is one of my favorite books in the discipline. I've used it for so many things. One, because I am a foster parent. Two, I am an auntie. And I'm a school teacher at one time. And I use it for all of them, and it works. You don't have to own it, but at least get a feel of reading this book. If you already have this book in files on your collection, book collection, you need reopen. Because I'm telling you, we cannot let this world be ran over by the new generation. We need to change the way we see our children for the better future in our present. Think about how you are teaching and raising that child. So that child, when they become an adult, they'll be ready for the outside world. The more that you teach, the better they're going to feel. And believe me, you're going to feel good too for the positive influence that you have given to the child or your children. One or the other. Very important. Keep that in mind. I'm not going to go on and on, but I do want to, I did not have this for my deaf viewers. So I really want to make, and I will point this out one more time. This is going on the description. But I say you can find, if you're having difficulty in whatever age group, they have all kinds of books. They got a lot of people with these type of experience. They don't ask for money for these experience. You can go and ask them, and they don't mind giving you an advice or whatever. But just keep in mind, practice the work and reinforce your golden rules of God and the rules that you want to be followed in your household. The more that you do this, the more the children know that you are serious about what goes on in your household. And believe me, the more you do this, the better you're going to see it yourself. And there you go for that. You guys all have a beautiful Friday and a beautiful weekend. And before I end this, next week is on Love in Power for the whole entire week. On Monday's topic is going to be about God's love and how to restore your prayers for good in the bad. So I hope that all of you, all of my viewers, take the time to watch all my past videos and new videos that I have already done. I pray that you guys all rewatch them if it, helps you out or whatever. You guys all have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. God bless. Love, love. Bye.